Hey, what is up, guys? Success Beast here, back with another book review. And today we are reviewing Gary Vaynerchuck's brand new book, Crushing It. This is a follow-up to his book, Crush It, which he came out with years ago. And guys, if you have not read this book, it is absolutely fantastic. In my opinion, the best business and entrepreneurial book of 2018 so far. And it is absolutely just very informative. It kind of breaks it down. Gary does a very good job of reaching people and breaking it down for you so you can understand what he believes is the future of entrepreneurship, business, and marketing. The first half of the book touches on his story, which is very, very powerful. I love stories. It allows you to kind of remember the content that's in a book. It's not a lot of fluff. It's real. It's what he went through when he was growing up. And basically he breaks it down how he started working in his dad's liquor store. He basically spent his entire 20s working in his dad's liquor store, helping to build that up while other kids in their 20s were having a good time. Going to Jersey Shore and partying. He was in New Jersey at the liquor store, at his dad's liquor store, basically trying to build his wine business. And he ended up doing that. In about 10 years or less, he ended up building his dad's wine business from almost nothing to like $130 million, which is insane. And the way he did this was he started a YouTube channel called Wine Library. Back in the day where there weren't that many YouTube channels and no videos had like 1 million views. There were absolutely none. That was just unheard of. Nowadays, there are a lot of them like that. But back in those days, there were very few videos that had 1 million views. So he started a channel called Wine Library, which he basically created because he wanted to introduce the world to all of the different wines that were out there. And nobody had done that before. So he definitely created an awareness and gained a lot of subscribers. And that allowed people to become aware of his business. And that's how he grew his business. So basically, the first half of the book, he basically says, look, you need to start a YouTube channel. Okay? Just start one. It's absolutely free. And start creating content. You never know what's going to capture somebody's attention. Okay? He used a great example. I don't know if you've ever seen his YouTube channel, but he has a playlist on there, and one of the channels, one of the videos on there is called the Ask Gary Vee Show. So in episode 247 of the Ask Gary Vee Show, he brings a father and son into his show where this father and son basically created videos where they would cut objects in half and show people what was inside of the object. For example, they would cut a bowling ball in half and show people what was inside of a bowling ball. They would cut a baseball in half and show people what was inside of the baseball. Things that people were always curious about but never thought about doing. This father and son did, and they videotaped it and they posted it on YouTube. Little did they know these videos would go viral, okay, and they would get hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions and millions of views, and now they basically monetized their channel and they built a business, basically showing people all of these different videos on cutting things in half. So, if that isn't proof of what Gary is telling you, then I don't know what is. He basically says, start creating content, document what you're doing. Don't be afraid to show people, what you think they might be interested in, because you never know, it might be very interested. So he says, if you don't have a podcast, start one like today. It's absolutely free. You can download the Anchor app and start creating a free podcast, which will air on Apple and Google, which is amazing. Okay, if you don't have a website, you can literally start a website for less than $80 a year, which is extremely cheap. I did mine through bluehost.com. I'll go ahead and include a link in the description box below this video, so you can, if you're interested in doing it, you can do it today. Okay, and basically that's the first half of the book. The second half of the book, he touches on social media, which is extremely powerful. He talks about the power of Facebook and Instagram and a few other social media apps. But basically he says Facebook and Instagram are the future. If you don't have a Facebook page or a Facebook business page or an Instagram account, you're pretty much going to get left behind. That is the future. He is very big on Facebook advertising. If you are a marketer or if you want to start a business, he is very big on Instagram stories. That might be one of his favorites. And he even uses Snapchat. A lot of people are embarrassed to download it. They don't want people to know that they're on it. But hey, it creates awareness. You can't be afraid of stuff like that. You have to be able to test things out and see how you like them. He's a millionaire and he's on Snapchat. Okay, and he's making a lot of money advertising on Snapchat, which right now a lot of people are not doing at only $3 for an advertising role. I mean, that's ridiculous. Facebook is $7, and trust me, by this time at the end of the year, it's probably going to be closer to $10 or $13. So you need to take advantage of the very, very low cost of advertising while it's still out there and available. Okay, so again, I give this book definitely 2 thumbs up, a 9 out of 10. I would have given it a 10 out of 10, but his previous book, The Thank You Economy, was my absolute favorite book. I'll go ahead and include a link underneath this video as well for you on that one. But if you haven't read any of his books, Thank You Economy, in my opinion, is his very best book so far. But Crushing It, this one is his second best in my opinion, and you definitely need to get it. Absolutely, absolutely important that you get this book. I'm not sure if it's sold out yet. It might be, but if you haven't gotten it, I went ahead and researched and looked online and found the absolutely cheapest price available for you. And I went ahead and I included that link in the description box below this video, along with the link to the web hosting service. And I'm also going to include the link to episode 247 of the Ask Gary Vee show, so you can see that episode where he interviews the father and son on their channel. Okay, go pick it up, guys. Do not wait. This can definitely make a big difference in your life. I know it did in mine. Hope you guys have a good day, and I hope to guys talk to you soon on that next review. Thanks. Bye.